Okay, here we go.
5 mana high or 5
Yeah, that's
mana
recording,
something.
cool. Yeah, I think as well, just with the ults, when you're coming ults, I think you can go a little bit further, right? Because you guys, okay, you go like start with Sojo, then go grab if needed, but it should be more as well. You need to ult track what they have, and so like you can say, guys, okay, let's bait them in. I'm gonna Sojo, try focus Zuzu, gets beat off, then we can follow up with the grab if that makes sense. Because like you just
That's what we
say,
said, no?
I don't know if you basically went like Sojourn then Zarya without considering what they had, if that makes sense. Like there was one fight where you started
I knew how they
Sojourn,
beat.
they beat, and then you grabbed, which it worked out fine, but it wasn't commed, if that makes sense. Like you just said layering, basically. Like I think it's good. Like if you know what they have, you could.
I've started trying to not. Okay, because I mean this is interesting, but like I've started trying to not do that because I feel like I used to try and like dictate every
No,
fight
no,
and something
yeah,
different would
yeah, yeah.
happen
It
and
doesn't
it
have
would
to.
get really
It
complicated.
doesn't have
So
to
I just
be.
tried to start with one simple plan and then hope
Yeah,
the
yeah. It
wind
doesn't have to be
didn't
too
sway
deep,
on it.
but like it could be like, okay, let's go Sojourn, try and bait like an ultimate or something. It can just be anything. Like I want to use Sojo early, try and bait something, and then I'll follow. It could be. It doesn't have to be like too in depth,
Yeah.
but like I feel like there wasn't. I don't know, just a bit more of like what they have before doing what you're doing, if that makes sense. Like when you guys 5-manned up here, right? You didn't ult track at all that they had 4 ults. I don't think you just ran them down, sort of thing, if that makes sense. I'm pretty sure you didn't ult track.
Yeah.
And then you still get surprised, right?
I don't know what my fight plan would have been if I did, to be fair.
Well, so you can see what they're doing as well, right? Their venture goes in and they swing, right? I mean, it's a bit like kind of late, but like you can see they're actually swinging, which pushes you back, right?
Yeah, this is the thing that they do, right? Their venture like gets
Yeah,
really...
you give a bit of space, and then it's kind of awkward at this point. I don't mind as well when it gets to this point. If you're getting forced out, you can also start Mahid, you can drop main if you want to just show if you're gonna die. But like they do have better. You guys are spamming, right? And they have bigger turns, right? So you have like.
I swear we should send our Echo over the roof here.
Yeah,
No?
like
With a bubble.
yeah, or you could do that as well. You could do
Like
that as
that's
well.
our cycle, no? That's what all the pro
Yeah.
Echoes like sit on that roof and then they like...
Well, I think Echo starting here is good, but I think yeah, one cart is here and then you can see them going up. I wouldn't mind just an Echo going over. To be fair, I wouldn't mind that. I think that's good as well. Yeah, and then also like this is really bad, right? It's like 4 people standing here in the no man's land. I think at this point as well, you just all go back and hold next point. But yeah,
Wait, but how do we get to this spot? Like what have we done?
You
Like,
you basically gave up all the
you
gave up all the space basically because of that. What you could do is like be a bit less scared of the like have your Zarya sit on the corner. If the venture goes in, don't be too scared, and then like try and like it depends if they're 5-manning up. Like if you've got like if they've got a better like brawl than you, which I would argue that they do have, it's kind of hard to like stay here too long. So you can like play the rest of the map if that makes sense when they do that, right? So like if you do have to give up point, make sure you spread out, right? Have your Echo play maybe a bit deeper, have your Sojourn play here, right? And then you can have your Zarya here, drop off and just play low ground.
I can't see pen.
Oh, you can't see pen? No. Oh, is it record? I think pen's recording, but yeah, okay. Oh.
It's the Discord stream. Can you just stream
Yeah,
the whole
yeah,
stream?
yeah. Sorry, okay, can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, I realized I actually don't have very long. I need to...
I'll just do it quickly. Yeah, so like if you can't like let's say that if they imagine they had rolled out on Ram and you're on Zarya, you can't like hold that forever, right? It's like the same thing with like when we played against Doom. Like imagine you played against the Doom comp, right? If you take high, what does the Doom do? He just drops off high, and then our Soj plays main. We have maybe have a flanker here or a flanker here, right? And like you get high, they get high. You try and tax them a little bit, but you don't need to like fight it, right? But like what you did is you guys just stood 4-man here and then backed out, where instead you could have spread out onto point and maybe look for this, maybe send your Echo to try and kill this guy here, right? So instead of like spreading out like with your Soch here, your Echo here, even like I don't even mind Echo going really deep if possible, if like they 5-man top, right? You can have your Echo flank behind, and then your Zarya can then start to anchor point here, because then they've got to drop on you, right? And then you've got angles on them when they do that, right? But instead, you guys just 4-man sat here. You're going to lose that trade, and then you just back out to here instead of like trying to hold this first corner. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I think it's the call is like give high, like try and, you know, fight it a little bit, but you can have your Zarya play here and then drop off there, right? She doesn't have to go all the way this way, and then you can have your Soj, you know, Zarya holds the space for a little bit, Soj goes back, your Kiri goes back, and then the Zarya, imagine cuts like here, Zarya plays point. And then if they drop off, if they all drop a fight, you can always like retake high, or just fight it, right? And then you have better angles on them. Because if there's 5 people up there, they've got really bad angles. We'll look at next, you got a good pick. Okay, yeah. Okay, when the cart's here as well, yeah, I think, yeah, you have to hold the corner, right?
I think I troll here because I TP away because it looks like I panic because I see 2 people critical in the back and I thought they needed help, so I TP'd away and left Jack to die.
I think as well with Echo wise, like playing this room does nothing, right? So looking for like playing here, and you can play this side of the map, right? You got a good spam angle here, and you can also, if you want, you can also go over here, right? And you can like playing main here on Echo doesn't do anything, right? So like here is a good angle if you want to, like, imagine like that you're on Zarya, they're swinging you, and your Echo is getting that spam damage, right? And then as well, if she gets pushed out, she can fly away and she lives on this roof. She can't be touched, right? And then she can just like fly out to here or something. But yeah, this is really unfortunate. Like, that's just a miscommunication. And also, when you have speed as well, you either need to full hold the corner or you need to kite earlier, basically, right? You can't, like, playing like here on Zarya is like kind of no man's land, right? Without any speed, you're just gonna die, right? So you need to make sure you use your cover. You need to hold the corner, stop the cart getting pushed, force them to swing into you. Then you've got the Echo there, and you've got your Soj there, right? And like, let's say Venture turns behind, you can like, and they swing in. You can even like hold your Zarya there if you can, if possible, right? Like, it's kind of hard, and you can get another fight on this corner, right? So you take a fight here before the cart swings. Yeah. Then they get through. I remember you had some good fights here. It was a bit scary on some occasions, like not healing. There was like one time you guys, like, there was a window here, and you guys just ran it down through, and I thought, oh my god, you're definitely gonna die there, but you managed to win somehow. It wasn't. Also, Jack, again, you need to use cover a lot on the Zarya, right? You're not using enough cover, basically, is what I would say. But that's how you're dying, sort of out in the open, right? And you don't have the speed, remember, as well. So, like, I think it's Finn or your backline needs to tell you to like back off, basically, a lot. I think Mudkeep goes for a nice like clutch rally here.
Yeah, I don't know how we get away with this.
It's a bit, yeah. Zap gets a couple of nice kills, which is nice.
Oh hell yeah!
Like that's.
My go.
Yeah. Like, I honestly, like, you looked really good on these 2 points. They hit me really shit window.
I think we had one like big fail.
It's fine, I don't mind that too much. Like, on each of the points, it feels like you had. Okay, they've got Grav now. You know they have Grav.
That's the fight we lose.
Yeah.
This is the one we should have spawn camped in my head.
So again, right? If I go like this, what's the issue?
Longer.
Exactly. You're 5-man stacking. You're gonna lose the Brawl, right? They've got the Lucio speed. They've got the Venture. You're gonna lose the Brawl. So you need your Echoes. If you know they're coming up here, get your Echo early to this point, right? Or even like behind them. Like you don't want your Echoes sitting main like this, right? You want to try and look for an assassination as they walk through. And also, if you know they have Grav as well, don't want to be 5-stacked, right? Again. Like you could literally have like your Echo Brig pushing that angle. Your Soj just sitting main, trying to shoot that. Your Zarya on this corner here. Because like what happened, Jack, with your Grav, right? You grabbed on this corner, nothing died. It's because your team couldn't swing, right? So like if you play corners and they grab you, it's really hard for them to swing in if they've got an Echo behind and a Sojourn shooting them, right? So like you'll just see what's going to happen.
I called to push main because I thought that Venture went top left. That's why I called that.
Yeah. So I think like this, yeah. You want distance when they have Grav, right? If you don't have anything else to go crazy with. Well, you have dupe, sorry. So you want Echo here. You want your Soj. You want to make them walk, right? You like if you walk into them, they're just gonna Grav you. You don't have anything else to deal with. They don't have a Lucio. I would have made the Lucio swap as well after the break ult.
Zarya.
Like you nearly survive it as well, which is crazy. A bit unfortunate. So you get the Grav, but then they just have ult. And then this was a bit of a miscommunication out of spawn as well, right?
Yeah,
you guys,
so touchable.
you guys need to go Lucio. Market needs to go Lucio. And then Zap needs to go Sim as well if you guys really want to touch that. It's a bit unfortunate. And then like here, this is where I said like you can't hold close, right? Because if they have any ultimates, which they do, you have no form of escaping as Zarya. So you just hold this high ground here, and you can have your Echo hold this side angle, right? And then you can have a Surge like in main. You get nice, that gets nice kill onto the Zarya, which is good. And we have to watch the C9 as well. Someone is just cool who has point, right? I don't really like the wheeling too much. I think Lucio's just good for the beat. You need that into the Zarya, right? Yeah. So like that's a bit unfortunate. I would have tried to maybe angle the Kitsu towards point. Trying to get on top of the Zarya, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I didn't see that they'd wrapped around, to be honest.
That's correct.
I really need to go.
Fine, yeah.
I have an interview at 9 AM tomorrow. So.
Yeah, good luck. I'll just quickly finish off.
I'd appreciate. I'll watch the recording. So for the attack and let me know. I definitely made some bad calls. So my bad on that. Learning occurs.
Yeah, I mean you're also playing with like different players and like Jack on tank is just different, right? So it's like it's scuffed. You're playing with scuffed setup, right? Okay, here we go, right? So like
GG's guys. See ya.
See ya.
See you, Ron.
Okay, so like here, right? So Zap's already used dig, and you try and swing, but he can't swing, right? Then you guys wait another time. Zap goes back to touch point, but by this time they've done their swing now, and the Venture's like use resources from you. Market gets point. Zap is now 1 HP, can't engage. Now your turn is gone. He's already used shift. He's under. You don't need to force point at this point as well. Just reset. His turn square, which is now half HP. Waiting. And then you get scored, right? It's a bit unfortunate, right? So you need to like there's 3 turns ago you could have just like gone in, right? Like hide on this corner or in here. Get ready to go. Maybe someone bait main, like your Sojourn bait main, have everyone walk, your Sojourn follows behind. You're amping as you're going through here as well. And you also then at this point you're like digging, you're going through and you're like going here, creating space.
What do we think about just having a Sojourn like Lucio, like off angle on the right as well?
I don't mind it, but you're never gonna win the Zarya duel, right? That's more than you're playing. Yeah. If you want to do that and you want to have the only issue is a Venture can 1v2 you. That's the only issue I would say. So like, I would say if you see that Venture playing here, you can 5-man top.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just literally just about the timing. Like again here, it's like you guys aren't sure. You got Kitsu as well, by the way. Just look at ults, right? You got first Kitsu, which is really good, and they've only got Grav at this point. They don't have anything else. Grav shows a big ability, but if you get that early, if you get that Kitsu Grav trade early, that's really good for you guys. So yeah, it should just be like, if you got your Sojourn here, that Ashe is gonna range you, and their Venture is gonna go onto you, and then they're gonna run it down. If you want like on a Tracer, then you can have your Tracer force point, right? But you can see what's happening here, right? You like the Venture's there, stopping cart, you can't do anything. And also like already, you need to be here, right? To look for a wall on that Zarya.
Sure, yeah. I think something happened, like my internet cut out or not.
Okay.
I don't know. But I do remember looking to my left and thinking, oh, my team's already gone.
Oh shit.
They use 4 ults, so it doesn't matter too much. Now at this point, it's about just playing slightly slow, waiting for beat is the main thing I would say, waiting for beat. Because I remember this is happens here, you try and push, then they Wu Yang ult. Oh, that's what happens, my Kips get stunned. Does he have time to beat? No. Yeah, and then this is like, you guys kited 2 separate ways, right? Away from your Kiriko and then you into here. So like, I would have taken, when you're like really close to the B or big ultimates like this, just play it a little slow to start with, right? Just play it a little slow and get that, like, if you know they have Wu Yang ult and you're like 10% to the B, just play backline and spam for like 5 seconds and then push. Because if you had beat in that fight and Grav, you would win that there.
Yeah.
60 seconds.
Okay, we're going forward, we're going forward.
30 seconds remaining.
Yeah. Well, I don't mind that too much as well, right? Like I like that the force point now is quite nice actually because they don't have great touches either. So yeah, like if you make the if the fight plan in this fight is to like just force cart under, it's all right. It's not that difficult. It kind of works to get the cart around. And you catch them, and then the grab of all time. But yeah, I think in these comps when you're playing May Venture, you can't, or at least like if you have your Soj here and you've got 4 people running here and they've got 5 people here, that they're just gonna lose, right? And your Sojin has a shit angle. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, like maybe a Soj gonna. Oh, it's kind of hard, honestly. Like with the Zarya, you're kind of playing for the Zarya, right? So you're playing for like the Zarya Venture. That's your win con really in the comp.
10 seconds.
Or now you're playing for like killing them. Yeah.
Overtime.
I'm gonna skip this because you guys win. Alright. You can honestly fucking lose it.
Oh yeah, we kids do here, I think.
Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. I'm just gonna skip through it because you win that. Good, you get kills. Nice. Unlucky he dies. Fine, doesn't matter too much. Okay, they ult. Nice wall. You're kiting. Jack takes a bit of the long way round. It's off. It's fine. He lives though. Okay. They still have big ult advantage, right? So like at this point here, it needs to be like, right, they've got big ult. Like I don't think there's any ult track, right, for this fight.
No, I don't think so.
No, definitely not.
So if there's no ult track here, and you're like, again, you're close to that, right? It'll be like, guys, they've got big ultimates, play slow, play for my grav, you know, like that would be that cool, right? But instead, it's like and then also a bit of disconnect between the front line and the back line here, right? Like your Mei's going aggro and your Zarya's going, which gets the Mei a block force quite early, right? Or like, yeah, gets a force early, which is not good. Also, I would go for the freeze perk as well, just fuck the Zarya up.
Okay.
I think you picked both wrong perks, to be fair.
Do you?
I haven't played Mei since they like revamped her perks.
Yeah, I would go for the heal perk.
It's been ages.
It's good. Okay, now you've literally...
yeah, that one I misclicked. I thought the heal was right click.
Yeah, literally 2% off. If you just played a little slower, maybe make it hard. If the Zarya does want to walk and grab you, make it hard for that. And then as well, your Mei thing wouldn't get forced, and then maybe you could have Mei ulted, grabbed, and won that fight, you know? And then the grab is a bit unfortunate. And then also, yeah, the cart, I mean, like, it kind of works for you guys, but we'll see. It'll look. I think as well, when you make these calls for your... what actually happens here? Oh, I remember this. Okay, yeah. So, this grab, Jack, you need to be calling... I know it's different. Like, this Venture needs to die, right? This guy needs to die.
Yeah.
And I heard no calls for this guy to die. It was only you shooting. If I go onto, like... Also, just think about grab placement as well for your team as well, because you can see, like, no one else can see that Venture, right? Exactly. So you want to be grabbing, like, honestly, like, 2 centimeters to the right there, and this guy dies. But like you get no kills with that, which is a bit unfortunate, right? And then she gets it falls a nod, but you really want to kill off that. And then as well, this is what I call like no man's land, right? Like don't do this cross here without speed. Like this is really bad because you're gonna get melted basically against good teams. Hold this corner, have them swing into you, and when that Zarya swings in, then your team can push in, and then you can push them back, right? So your team can't swing until that something happens, right? And like you can already see you're half HP. Your Lucius trying to cross for you. These guys can't push. Zap is dead on point, right? So like just it applies to every hero, but like cover's really important though when you have no mobility. It's a bit unfortunate. This is where you had beat, you didn't beat. It's a bit unfortunate. Listen, someone's to be calling last fight as well. Zap is pushing, right? They go early, it forces you to go, fine. I would be calling beat at this exact moment. Like, you need to beat now, Someone needs to be calling beat, dies. Michael gets the kill, but by that time it's like there, right? So overall, I think it's just ult track, like it felt just a bit more ult tracking, I think will help. In these sort of fights, people need to be calling like ultimates, whether it's winnable, losable. I know it's like Rene's not here who does a lot of the talking, so it's a bit different, but like, and then also like not crossing space and using cover. But that's not really applicable because you would have Rene back. So, but it's like fundamentals, if you do play the Zarya comp in the future, it's important to use cover at these corners a lot when you're holding, and especially if you don't have Aloysia. Because if you play in an open space, you will just get melted. Any questions?
No, that's really helpful.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much I'll put into practice on my Zarya, but
that's fine. I focus a bit too much on the Zarya maybe, but I think from an overall standpoint, like the ultimate economy and like the swings on timings need to be worked on, right? Like especially like here, right? These swings didn't happen. Like there was 3 times before good swing happened.
Yeah, true. Yeah, no, that's really helpful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great. No worries. I need to pack up my PC now. We got Phase It tomorrow, Jack. We need to lock in for that.
Just a free win. I'll grind the lab out, see if I can get another finish. If not, well.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys later.
See ya. GG's. Matt, I'm going to head off as well, but see you around.